What's up? Privyet, my friends, how are you? I have a Siberian video to show you. It is the coldest place in the world. It is Siberia. It is a negative 96 degrees Fahrenheit. That is not with wind chill, that is the actual temperature. And let's go ahead and take a look at this video, shall we? Wisdom. Like it. Like it.
Positioned deep in Siberia, the village of Oymyakon, known as the Pole of Cold, holds the distinction of being the coldest permanently inhabited place on Earth. Just a few hundred miles from the Arctic Circle, it's utterly dark for up to 21 hours a day during the winter, and the temperature averages -72.4 Fahrenheit degrees. That's balmy compared to 1 February in 1933, when Oymyakon earned its title as the coldest place on Earth, when the mercury plunged to -96.16 Fahrenheit degrees. Here, Arctic chill is simply a fact of life, something to be endured. People develop a variety of tricks to survive. Most people use outhouses because indoor plumbing tends to freeze. Cars are kept in heated garages or, if left outside, left running all the time. Batteries lose life at an alarming speed. Penning freezes. Anything less than 4 fails at keeping the chill off. Electronics are all but useless. Crops don't grow in the frozen ground, so people have a largely carnivorous diet: reindeer meat, raw flesh shaved from frozen fish, and ice cubes of horse blood with macaroni are a few local delicacies. The village, which is home to around 500 people, was, in the 1920s and 1930s, a stopover for reindeer herders who would water their flocks from the thermal
Dude, it's
spring.
reindeer. Look at reindeer. He's looking at a reindeer, dude. Look at that.
But the Soviet government, in its efforts to settle
That's
nomadic
awesome.
populations, believing them to be difficult to control and technologically and culturally backward, made the site a permanent settlement.
Well, he looks
While
cool.
spoiled kids to the south get out of school for snow days, the children of Oymyakon are stuck in class unless the temperature falls below -61 Fahrenheit degrees. While its appeal may be mostly due to the novelty of being in such a bizarre climate, as there is very little to do in Oymyakon, it has a relatively successful tourism market. Area-specific activities such as reindeer hunts, ice fishing, and the juxtaposition of enjoying the hot springs when the temperatures are in the -50s are available to those who would like to experience this opposite of a tropical vacation spot.
Well, very good, Wisdom. That was a good video. Subscribe to their channel. Okay, so Action Jackson and I did a show yesterday, and I'm still working on post-production, adding music and stuff on it, so it should be up in a few days. But he really loved the idea about Siberia, you know, watching the videos. He called, what did he call it? He said it's like, you know, Arctic Spring Break in beast mode. He thought it was just looked really, really cool. And so, you know, I think what we can do is it's my understanding that eastern Siberia, so closest to America, the land is free there, right? You just got to go homestead it. So maybe Action Jackson and myself can lead a caravan of the new Americans up through, you know, leaving Arizona, going up through California, traveling up the coast. We cross into Canada, say, excuse us. We hit Alaska, and then we cross over there, a very short journey from America to Russia, and we come across in Siberia. We set up a camp. I become the bear man. I live with the bears. I make peace with the bears. No more killing the bears, especially the polar bears. And I become the bear man. And stories spread through Russia about me. living with the bears. Everybody wants to come here, but they can't quite find our coordinates, and we become the thing of stories. You will tell your children of the bear man, the Americans who settled in Siberia, and occasionally we will show up at festivals, especially the one where they have pancakes. I like pancakes. Action Jackson likes pancakes, and he wants to sell snow cones. He thinks that that would be a good idea to sell snow cones up there. I'm not sure. Maybe something hot like hot chocolate would. I don't know. Maybe I could be wrong. And we set up a base of operations there, and we make more and more videos about Russia, and that's all we do. And we're hidden, and there's just rumors of us. Occasionally, we have contact with the ex-KGB guy. But it's just rumors. So that's what I think about that. It's a long way coming, dude, from Siberia. I was terrified as a kid of Siberia, and to see the different videos, it's so amazing to see. It really is. One of the things that has struck me as an American watching these, right, is my idea of what I thought of Russians before all this. And I gotta tell you, I mean, literally, I get thousands of messages now from Russians, and it's a little different, man, than what you thought it would be. And what I've come to realize, because I used to think that like Russian people were barbaric and mean, and but I really think what it is, if you took your average American to your average Russian and you let a third party decide, I think the Americans are the mean ones. I think we are the aggressors. I think we are the warlike. I think we are our society's pretty cold. I mean, it's pretty cutthroat. Most of the Russians are very kind, very helpful. There's one thing that's very alarming to me, and I don't talk about it much because I want to look into the matter more. You take a Russian event, no, let me back up. You take a historical event. Here's what American history says, here's what Russian history says, and there's some truth in both of them, like there's some similarities, I should say, in both of them, but it's like two parallel stories, and it's like, ooh, how can we be that off? Like, something's not right there. But I'm going to recuse myself from that because I want to look into a few things, because I want to make sure I'm right. I don't put it against my government to do anything crazy. We had the MK Ultra program, but before I say no or yes, I want to just kind of double check that. So that's my thought on that. The other thing too, and this is going to kind of become a whole mailbag thing, I think, is I'm getting requests for people wanting to translate my videos. I'm okay with that. You can send a message if you want to. But understand this, if you translate my video, I'm going to snag it and put it up on my page. So don't be offended if that happens. And, just try to do an accurate translation. One guy wrote me and said, I translated a video and you talked about revolution in the video. And YouTube took the video away from me. Like they I got kicked off or whatever. I don't know how true that is. But I'm also going to say what I say. I'm not going to read a script for you. So understand, sometimes my videos can be controversial, and if you are going to interpret them, you do at your own peril. Okay. Now, I will say this when it comes to the video translations. Let me pull it up here. Hanging out with my Russian friends. Okay, let's pull it up here. I do have a preferred, if you are a Russian viewer, I do have a preferred person to go check out. And let me pull this page up here. It is Vaslav, I think is his name, Vaslav, or that's his channel name. I'm not sure. I don't think that's his name because we've messaged back and forth with each other, and I would say if you're interested, go check out his videos. I think they're high quality. He does a good job. He communicates regularly with me, semi-regularly, and I feel pretty comfortable in the things that he is saying. So feel free to check him out and subscribe. Before he started doing the videos of me, he didn't have very many subscribers, right? He's like rocking through. He's passing me, dude. I'm like, whoa. Like, I did the video, and I can get 5,000 people to look at it. You interpret the video, you get 300,000 people. I mean, it's like, wow, it's crazy. It's crazy. Absolutely craziness, yo. Craziness. Now, and I, good for you. Good for you for doing that. Hopefully you can make a lot of money off of it. And go take your lady friend out for dinner or something. What is the other thing I want to say about Russia? And this is going to kind of be a catch-all, right? 30 years since Chernobyl. 30 years since Chernobyl. Let me take my hat off. Let's show some respect for that. I remember being a kid when it happened. I was young, high school maybe, freshman, sophomore in high school, and what a tragedy. What a tragedy. I have a question for my Russian friends. Was it a mechanical breakdown, or was there any kind of saboteur work done? That's my question. Because everything I read was mechanical breakdown, but I don't know. I always wondered, like, did somebody come sabotage that plant? Because that was kind of rumors with 3 Mile Island, that there was sabotage there, even though they said it was mechanical breakdown. And the same thing with the Japanese plant that happened a few years back. You hear these rumors and rumblings of saboteurs, but I'm not sure. I don't know. So I defer to you. You guys know. It's your history. It's your place. What else? What else is there? I think that's it. This video on Siberia has turned into a mailbag. Oh, I get this question a lot too. Why am I never standing up? Do I have legs? Yes, I do have legs. I'm just typically in my pajamas, right, kicking it. And I don't want to. I want you to see me in my pajamas. So that's why. When I leave the house, I'm not in pajamas. But when I'm in the house, it's usually weekend or before work starts. I get up, get cleaned up, and just kind of rock my pajamas. So I hope you don't think less of me, Russia. Oh, hey, I got a message about being on TV, and one of my VK friends said, well, hey, congratulations, that channel that you're on, you're either an alien or a descendant from Atlantis. And I thought that was so funny. Yes, maybe I am. I don't know. Maybe I am. So anyways, Russia, I'll catch you guys later. Have a good celebration of May. 1st of May is coming. You guys are going to be busy with all the festivals, and May looks like an amazing month in Russia. And we will remember on May 9th. We will remember the sacrifice made by your patriots in the patriotic war. And I'll catch you later. Peace and much love.